Friends, just like in sports, web design has winners and losers, and we want you to be a winner. So we're going to go through a bunch of pro big league level web designers, check out their websites and see how they stack up against each other and who is going to reign supreme and win the, let's call it, web design tournament. So we're going to rank them based on 18 key tricks. We need to think about user experience. So those 3 tricks are the structure and the layout, easy navigation. Is it responsive? Does it work on Coach Brad's phone? Content and copy. We got good, clear, compelling, unique value proposition. So a good headline, okay? And exceptional copywriting that engages and informs. So you need to get that good copy in there. What else? A good primary call to action, not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 call to actions, 1 call to action, that sweet spot, okay? Now, another boring category, but really fundamental, you gotta have this, is the SEO optimization. So I'm gonna only score based on 2 things. Do you have proper header tag usage? So 1H1 and then the right header tags. And then do you have some meta tags? Obviously there's a lot of other stuff with SEO, but boring. Moving on to the fun stuff though. The visual aesthetics. We got something that captivates you. Are you gonna draw me in? Is there something that gets my attention? That's good. Appropriate use of color. I say appropriate because maybe your use of color is crazy. That's okay too. Or maybe it's really muted. Is it on brand though? Because that's appropriate. It could be crazy, it could be boring, but if it's on brand, it's a-okay with me. Good imagery, balance and contrast. You know, are we creating a nice flow? Typography. I like good typography. That's a huge win for me. And do we have engaging micro interactions? Something that's going to delight me. And any animations, because those are always fun. And then finally, branding. Is it consistent? Do you have a great footer design? And do you have a big old footer logo? So that's our scorecard that we're going to go with today. And so let's start with the Forestta.com. Here they are. Boom. I like this so far. We're looking at color. We got nice color. The branding is there. Look, we got a little bit of animation. So far, we're hitting right on the money. Big, bold hero section here. Let's go down. Ooh, pizzas. Okay, nice scrolling effect here. Food, friends, and a chill vibe. Okay, so that's drawn me in a little bit here. Welcome to the Forestta, inviting space. You can unwind, delicious delights. Okay, so it's clearly like a restaurant or a patio. Scrolling. We've got a little scroll effect here with the ticker tape. I like it. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Freshly produced, locally sourced, nice images. Okay, so this looks cool, looks good, but there's no calls to action on these cards. So it's kind of just like for fun, showing off, flexing a little bit with this cool little animation kind of scroll effect. Give me the feature, boom, 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 explain why that matters, and a call to action. Order online, book a table, whatever it is. Unwind and indulge, Australian Italian cuisine, schnitzels and steaks. Okay, nice pictures. I like the pictures. It's a carousel of pictures. That looks good. A nice little scrolling interaction here looks good. The layout is nice. The branding is nice. The color is nice. We've got a nice sort of bento box style grid here. Consistent branding, calls to action are here. There's a number of calls to actions. Look at this. Footer, nice branding, big, nice footer, nicely organized and laid out. Big logo. Menu, bookings, weekly specials. Oh yeah. Okay. Chicken Parma night. You got good nav. Is it responsive? It better be. You bet your bottom dollar it is. And it looks great too. And you want to know why? It's because this is built in Wix Studio. And so you have no excuse but to have an incredible mobile responsive version of the site. Okay, boom, you're getting a goal on that one. Responsive. Clear, compelling UVP headline. I didn't really see that. Exceptional copywriting. I don't know if exceptional was the right word, but you know, it was on brand. And visual aesthetics, nailed it. Was there good balance and contrast here? I think so. Look at this, like the balance of how we're going, image on the top right, flow down to the image on the bottom left. Definitely balance and contrast was a part of this. Typography, I'm not gonna give it extra points on this one. Engaging micro interactions, 100%. Were there animations as well? I would call the animations not a score on this one. Nothing stand out. There were some little things happening. SEO, let's check it out. Overview, heading H1, one H1. That's what I'm looking for. If you have a single H1, you already scored in my books. The rest of these, yeah, evenly spaced H2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And you got a meta description and a title. I'm happy camper on that one. So what you're going to get here, you're going to score a couple extra goals. You had the meta tags and proper header tag usage. Oh yeah. So let's go to Edge Creative Studio and see what they got in terms of performance. Let's go. All right, Visual Stories, Creative Studio. Ooh, little animation, little interaction. Okay, we got a navigation. It's gonna fun. What else? Crafting compelling visual stories and digital experiences. I'm not a fan of that wording. Everybody uses that style of wording these days. For who? Who's it for? I don't know, but I like the layout. This is fun. Okay, so we got some selected works. You can kind of see, oh, I like that. You can hover over and then it'll give you a little preview and you can kind of go in and see more of a case study. I'm happy with that. View all, nice. Our approach is to strike a balance between form functionality. All right, so nice typography, nice colors. Oh, that's fun. It's unique. It is captivating me here. Ooh, big footer, not a logo, but let's big call to action. I like that. Good on you for that one, Edge Creative Studio, because normally people just put big logos in the footer, which serve no purpose other than just be a big logo. You put a giant call to action. That's what the trend should be. I am liking this so far. Let's check out your SEO. 2 H1s. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's gonna cost you for sure. Well, we didn't check its responsiveness. This is in Wix Studio too. 100% it's responsive. Yeah, it is. Get out of here. You get responsive right away. You had meta tags. Visual aesthetics was great. Appropriate use of color, 100%. It was a very dark website, primarily black, but you had that kind of salmon red in there as a little bit of a pop. The structure and layout was a positive for me as well. Balance and contrast, 100%. The branding was consistent and you did have a great footer and a big logo. All right, there we go. Now we got Yellowbird Foods up next. Let's see what we got. Yellowbird. Wow. World's tastiest hot sauce. Look at that little bird flying by. Oh, and a modal window. $5 off the spice. That's not an image. Get out. That better not be an image. You use an image where text should be. I'm not happy about that. I otherwise like the design of this modal window. I love the bird. Ooh, the bird is following me and I can interact with it. That's cute. Little floaty. We got a bird up here. I love like the brutalist sort of design style. The layout up here is great. Ooh, micro interactions out the wazoo here. I like this. It's cheeky. It shows the sauce color. Wow. I think this is really cool. Let's see what happens when I scroll. I love the typography and it just full yellow site. It's just, I'm happy about this. The branding, the product imagery. This is quirky. Oh, I love that. Each bottle is packed with awesome flavor. Look at that. Ooh, and I can move. I love the typography. And little bird over here, ticker tape, yellowbird.tv. What is it playing? Oh, is it showing kind of like the product being made? That's so nice. I think, I don't know what I'm looking at here, but and there's the hot sauce in the vat. The bird making the hot sauce all night. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I love this like kind of like retro style, kind of like harsh flash photography. That is fun. Oh my gosh. This is probably my favorite so far. Join our high flying newsletter. Okay. Love the bird. There's a nice personality. How's our SEO looking? 0 H1s. Like you can afford to add 1 H1. Yellowbird, the world's tastiest hot sauce. Make that an H1. Give me an H1 and you basically get a perfect score. Are you responsive too? And the bird is different. Get out. Get out. Look at this. This is like the grand slam of big league pro designers in my IMHO, as the little kiddies, I think, say, in my honest opinion. This was like a grand slam, bases loaded, smoked it across the fence. Yeah. The Yellowbird. Talk to me. Yellowbird Foods, exceptional copywriting was there. Prominently placed call to action. If it had that, buy now, shop now, make one of these a primary, that would have just nailed it for me. So not giving it a prominently placed call to action. Meta tags, not proper header tag usage, the visuals, the color, I loved it. Definite balance and contrast. Definitely some animations going on. The branding was fully consistent. It was a yellow site, but not a big footer logo. Now, I'm not surprised. Coming in the lead here, Yellowbird Foods. Let's go. I want hot sauce now. Moving on to aura-studios.com. Let's see how Aura stacks up. Oh, right out the gate, even through these shades, I can see I like this. Let's take these off for a moment. I like this. Good imagery. Ooh, a little bit of a shrink there, a little scrolling interaction. Strategy and creative for tomorrow's iconic luxury, travel, and lifestyle brands. Look at this. That is a UVP. Please tell me you are using that as an H1. 22 H1s. Naughty Aura Studios. That is going to be a huge penalty for sure. Well, it won't be a huge penalty. It'll just be you won't score on the H1s. That could have been done better. There's your H1 right there. You don't need 22 H1s, but I'm liking that. Okay. At Aura, we build influential brands too beautiful to ignore. Come on, you're so good at this. You don't need 22 H1s. And the layout, the balance, look at this. The contrast, image, white, balance. Over here, images, white. Look at this. You're just dancing me around. Our difference, pure focus on luxury, lifestyle, space, unique stunt. Oh yeah. So the copywriting is on point. I like the big use of, we got a full screen here. I'm happy with that. The beautiful imagery, the typography. Yeah, you're really showing this off. And I can click through and I could probably see these case studies. Yep, brands. Okay, you are hitting the nail on the head here. The colors are pleasant. Have a brand ready for growth. Ooh, and you got some Instagram here. Look at nice footer. Functional, projects, client, application, services, okay? And big logo. Primary call to action, what is it? Client application that stays fixed in the bottom right the whole time. Yeah, we just want you to do a client app. Yep, I'm happy with this. And I am willing to bet that this beauty is responsive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, get out of town. What do we got? Aura Studios. Aura Studios coming in. Definitely easy nav. Visual aesthetics was there. Micro interactions, I wouldn't say there was necessarily anything that was stand out. There was a few little pieces there. I see what you did there, but I'm not going to score you on that one. No animations, consistent branding, great footer, and big footer logo. Radical Design Course by Jack McDade. This one is fun, crazy, wild, exciting. Like totally different. Lots of micro interactions. If you hover over any of little things, there's lots of little Easter eggs where he hides like little sounds and movements. It's just fun. It's different. Little ticker tape. The copywriting is like, it's strong. Good copywriting. The typography is like, I'm not going to give it a typography score unless we want to count this. It's just like real basic system fonts. The headlines are kind of cute. Micro interactions. It's playful. Sounds like I think this is really fun. I love this style. It's really radical. And Jack does a great job of showing his unique style, unique branding. And Jack didn't even add, for the Radical Design Course, he didn't even add an H1. So it could benefit from one H1 and we'd be on the point here. And is it responsive? I mean, this should be. Yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect. Quick load times, good SEO. Good layout, nice balance. It's playful, it's crazy, it's chaotic, but it's also hitting on the principles. Let's go in and score Radical Design Course, clear, compelling UVP, prominently placed CTA, 100%. The meta tags are there, not proper header tags. The visual aesthetics, the color, it was appropriate. I'm not going to score it extra points on color because I think other sites that use color more consciously. Fun imagery, animations, definitely micro interactions, and consistent branding. And how did Jack treat his footer? I mean, there's a giraffe in it and it's just a call to action. I'm going to say no scores for the big footer, but the footer design it had a giraffe. Embra Digital. Let's see what you've got for Coach Brad. EmbraDigital.com. Web Design Scotland, creating standout websites across Scotland and beyond. Hey, that's cool. Member of Wild Scotland. Oh, ooh, wait. Find out more, get in touch. These are a little too similar for me. On the same side, the balance is a bit off. I feel like this find out more should be more primary, more prominent, and that shouldn't be the primary call to action. Get in touch should be the primary call to action. I want this to be over here somewhere, or have a little button stack right here where you have get in touch and find out more. And then find out more is secondary, get in touch is primary. Because to me, that is primary. Okay, let's keep going. Our expertise, we create websites. Okay, we got a little ticker tape here with some brands. I like the layout here. The typography is nice. We switch back and forth. Edit your own website with ease. Okay, the copywriting is simple. It explains the value. Say hello to the dream team. A little animation here showing off the projects. Going back and forth in terms of its color and its balance. Call to action. There's just a footer with a form. It's pleasant. It's pleasant. And let's see if it's got SEO. Hey, you get big points because you're the only one, I think, or maybe the second one with an actual H1 with proper SEO. And yes, it's responsive. It looks great. It loaded fast for me. Like, you hit some really good points here. You might come up a little short on a couple of them, but let's see what we got. Easy navigation. It was responsive, clear, compelling UVP. Nice. I wouldn't say exceptional copywriting. It was copywriting that was required. There are some exceptional copywriters that, you know, we'll see momentarily, but the meta tags and the proper headers were there. The visual aesthetics for me was pleasant, but not extra in terms of the visuals. Appropriate use of color. The imagery was fine, but not extra level. Consistent branding. Great footer design in terms of it was functional. Okay, the Bon Collectif. Let's go to that and see what's up. The Bon Collectif. The world's most iconic independent publishers. I like the typography. That's fun. What do we got? What do we got? We've got scroll jacking here. Not a fan. Coach Brad does not like scroll jacking. Not at all. But I love this typography here. Oh, that's fun. So you get stuck, fixed down to the bottom. I'm scrolling. It's kind of slipping these cards over from the right to the left. Okay, good use of the space here. Nice imagery. Obviously some work with some good brands here. Ticker tape going at a different speed as the image ticker tape. Ready to work together. That's fun and playful. And it's actually selectable. Good. Send us an email. Cool call to action section. I like that typography balance there. Look at that. The balance from the tiny little text to the giant logo branding. And then micro interaction slides over. It changes the contrast of the logo from the dark to the white. Imagery showing off more of the work. Oh, so that's the footer. It's just like a highlight reel. That's fun. So primary call to action, I don't know. Get your media kit maybe? I mean, really nice design. Like, there's a reason why this one's in the big leagues in my eyes. Now, H1, look at this. H2, ooh, load times. The web vitals are coming in hot. We got description, we've got title. This looks good. Okay, and is it responsive? Yeah, and the footer, look at the footer. Yeah, that whole thing is a great footer. Yeah, I am okay with that. Let's give you a score. The Bon Collectif. Structure and layout, easy navigation. I'm not going to give it exceptional copywriting because that's a bit generous. Visual aesthetics were there. Appropriate use of color. Animations, were there animations? Because we can't consider a video an animation. Okay, you know what? I'm not counting that. I'm not counting that an animation. The branding was consistent and 100% great footer and big footer. So, wow. Now, okay, so I'm actually going to throw one of my sites in there, and it's kind of an interesting one. I'm not calling myself a big leaguer here. I'm curious how I'll score on this. The reason I threw it in there is because sometimes websites don't need to have much in terms of visuals or even layout. Sometimes a simple linear layout is all you need. That said, an effective website is one that does its job as well. And this website gets me clients on a regular basis, and it's a very valuable website for me. So it's called doneinOneday.co/start. So I'm looking at it here, and like, there is no layout. It's just linear. It's got some colors. It's on brand. It's loads fast. It's literally text. I don't see imagery. I see like emojis or icons. Copy. I spent a lot of effort and time and research into writing good copy. And it's the copy, I think, that gets me the clients. Not even a recent image of me. It's the copy. Crappy screenshots. Basically a big sales letter. Then grab 20 minutes on my calendar. Okay, so we got a call to action here. We got a primary call to action down here. We do. It's stuck to the bottom. ConvertKit strategy and funnels for creators. Book a call. So that's primary call to action. Call to action is literally one call to action. There's nothing else you could do on this site, but like read, get pulled in, see testimonials and social proof. How does this work? So there's a layout. Those could be the same height. That would be preferable. Copy. Consistent typography. I like the typography. It's just like strong sans serif font. It's quirky. It's cute. The copy is there. Primary call to action. That's it. Now, SEO. 3 H1s, Brad. So that's not a good H1. I could improve the H1 game. No meta description and the title's there. I can improve that. All right. Is it responsive? I mean, it better be. It's just text. Yeah. Oh, it is. Yep. All right. So we're going to rank my own site here, and I'm not going to hold back. There's no navigation. The balance and contrast. Now, no micro interactions, no animations. And was there a great footer design? No, I can improve that. No great footer, no big footer. All right. So kind of the lowest. You see, I'm not giving myself good scores because it's my site. I threw mine in there to show you like, Look, this is not competing with some of these other ones, but I can tell you it works. So what I learned from that specific little kind of teardown I gave myself here, Coach Brad to Designer Brad, if this site's already working good for you, if you can add some more of this, I bet you it'll work better for you. So take that. Let's go to Jay Peterman and see what's up with Jay Peterman. jpeterman.com. Interesting, kind of like retro site. It's blurry. This is a full image, not even a button. It's just like an image, like retro. I like this style. All these are just images, so I'm not a big fan of that, but like I'm liking the style. Now, the reason I pulled this one up is because from my experience with this site and from my recommendations and the things I've heard about the site, it's the copy. It's the copy and the aesthetic. So maybe not the layout. I feel like the layout could probably be better. The footer is generic e-commerce footer, but it's the copy on the products. Let's go to gentlemen blazers, and I'm going for the rugged Madras blazer. It's these fun, illustrated kind of watercolor style of the product. And it's expensive. It's $300 blazer. I mean, it's not that expensive, but you know, it's $300 blazer. Details, bold, endorsement enough to build a fort, develop an industry, found a city. And so 3 centuries later, Madras is known for its hot sun. It's a story, and it really sells you on it. And if you go through this and you read the product descriptions, there's stories. And that's what I love about this site. The SEO, oh yeah, spot on. Title, description, it's all there. Like it's done properly. Is it responsive? Yeah, it is. Navigation's good, big e-commerce site, massively good copywriting. Jay Peterman, good structure and layout, easy nav, it's responsive, clear, compelling UVP, exceptional copywriting, prominently placed. With e-commerce sites like this, there's usually a million calls to action. So I'm not gonna say it's a good prominently placed call to action. Meta tags, proper header tag usage, visual aesthetics, yes. I'm not gonna give it appropriate use of color, good imagery because that's one of my favorite parts. Not quite for balance and contrast. Typography could use some improvement for me. No micro interactions, animations, consistent branding. I'm gonna say great footer design because it's an appropriate footer design, but it's not exceptional. And there's no big footer logo. Now let's go to Wix Studio. Wix Studio, deliver brilliance, smash deadlines, start creating. Well, there's your primary UVP and call to action. It's right there. Cool micro interaction when I scroll. It highlights the feature. You feel like you're getting into the scrolly telling here. The platform built for agencies and enterprises. So the copywriting here is, it's very clear. Highlighting the product, good imagery, micro interaction there. So you're taking me around here. You're not hijacking my scroll wheel by like doing the locomotive scrolling. I am going left to right sometimes. I'm a little tentative about that, but in this case, that works for me. Too much of it, I might get frustrated. Focus on design. So really good benefit, feature, call to action. Primary call to action, primary call to action. A nice little lockup of information here with good imagery of the product, like really clear copywriting here. Primary call to action, secondary call to action. Good. Imagery is good. It's really showing the product and the value and the benefit. Look at the typography here. Large heading, smaller text, balance and contrast there. Do you see that? Now we're over to the left. We've got white space to the right, filling it out with images, coding. We're changing the tone and the mood here with different color, but it's still on brand. Nice little card designs here, cutting edge SEO. Lots of pattern disrupts. We're not sticking with one motif. We're kind of going to different layouts and styles. It kind of keeps your attention because you can't quite figure out what's next, which I think could work really well. Primary call to action, secondary call to action. And look at this start creating button. It comes here, boom, giant call to action, footer. The designers at Wix Studio are in the big leagues fully. These are the big league heroes in the design world. I love the work that the designers at Wix Studio do. Let's see how they come in with SEO. Yeah, they do. Look at that. 1H1, Wix Studio. H2, focus on design. So we've got good, clear hierarchy. Web Vitals, not too bad. Could use a little bit of improvement in these areas here. Title, description. The SEO is on point here. Responsive, that would be funny if it wasn't, hey? That would be hilarious. But of course it is. Oh yeah. What do we got, Wix Studio? Structure and layout, excellent. The navigation was clean. Prominently placed, call to action. You always were to start creating. The visual aesthetics, it's probably my favorite. Appropriate use of color, yes. Balance and contrast, yeah, it did. I kind of want to give it, I want to give it bad points. Like, well, I don't want to give it everything, but it really did. Like these designers, you can't compete. Typography. Can I knock it for typography? You know what? I'm going to be a little bold here and say this font's not my favorite font, but I will give it, I think it's a proprietary Wix Studio font. Like I think it's like Wix made for. Yeah. So it's a custom font. So I think that's cool to use. That's a flex to use your own font. Yeah. And it's good balance on the typography. Well, you're getting typography scores. There weren't any clear animations here. Now, if I were to go to like the product and check out the design and see animation, I'm sure you're going to see some animations in here, but I didn't review the inside pages. So I'm not going to give it animation scores. The branding, of course, was consistent. The great footer design, 100%, but no big footer logo. So let's see what we got. Good. So here we are. Let's tally up the score and sort it by top to bottom. Coming in third place is Aura Studios with 14 points. Well done. Our runner-up was actually my favorite site of the day, Yellowbird Foods, the hot sauce website, with 15 points. And tying for first place, we have the Bon Collectif and Wix Studio with 16 points. And all these other ones, they just, in this scenario, based on my fully scientifically backed, objective, not emotionally connected in any way whatsoever, judgments, they just didn't come in at the top today in this ball game we call web design. So congrats to everybody. These are all big league players. We can all learn a few. I just realized I call myself a big league player. That's cute. There's a reason why I'm at the bottom there too, by the way. Whatever. These are great sites. You can learn a thing or two. And look, cheesy like baseball kind of character aside, it's these little details that'll really take your site from okay, like a 60% site, to a 90% site. It's these little details that the big league players, that the pros know. And sometimes they don't and they forget them. So if you're a little league player and you want to up that design game, just add these pieces to your site. Make sure you've got all of these elements properly added. Put that detail in and you'll be playing with the big league players in no time. If you like this video, like, subscribe, join us in the Creative Crew community where we dig deeper into the business of web design. And until next time, folks, batter up. Cheers.